Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Those Barbies are real.
You ever watch something and just start thinking about journalism questions? Like, who would watch this? What kind of drugs did the cast and production staff have to make this? Where did they get actors to do this? When did they think this would be relatable? Why did they think this was going to be good? And how did they finance this? Well, I thought all of those things in watching the first two episodes of this comedy, Barbee Rehab. I usually watch the first two episodes of brand new content out there to go and actually see if it's right for you. I watch so you don't have to. And this is actually one that's part of my Barnell Hill series. Barnell Hill series goes and actually asks for all these types of series that you may have missed because maybe they're on different platforms, they're older content, they're foreign, or they just haven't gotten a lot of marketing. So those Barnell Hill series, why are they named Barnell Hill? Because they ask,
the Barnell can, did you miss me?
That's right, did you miss them? So I go ahead and actually brush up on some of these to see if they're even worth your time. That's where we're at for Barbee Rehab. So if you like how any of that sounds, do me a favor, click like, share, subscribe. And now let me get into this review. Barbee Rehab is a comedy that premiered on Tubi in July of 2023. It contains 7 episodes, each about 25 minutes. Stars Tom Sizemore as a fictitious version of himself, Derek S. Orr as Cop Ken, and Vanessa Bandar as Dr. Midge. The story is, this is kind of like Celebrity Rehab meets Big Brother meets plastic. Okay, that's what it is. Like the unique universes of DC and Marvel, the writers of Barbee Rehab have created a unique world made up of reality, imagination, delusion, and perversion. This parody follows celebrity bad boy Tom Sizemore as he finds himself immersed in a rehab like no other. A facility composed of 3 unique categories of patient types and rules and therapies that are so outrageous that even Tom, the king of rehab, is utterly speechless for the first time in his life. I won't do my usual expectations, story, acting breakdown. I'm not going to do that in this one. I felt like I'll just do better if I give my random thoughts on this random series. The people that will like this are people who like really dark and pervasive looks at human behavior. The comedy in here is weird and dark, and there are times where this really hits, and most of the time you sit and think, who thought this would be funny? There is a scene-to-scene style of comedy, which is very much like reality shows, which is jarring, but it's also a necessity for this type of show because it's parodying, rehab, celebrity rehabs, reality shows, all that kind of stuff. So it's weird, but it's understandable. You get that the goal was to make fun of not only shows, but Hollywood, and then also of obsessive lifestyles and behaviors. The thing that is so off-putting in much of this is that its delivery of the message can get lost, meaning it's so over the top, it's so ridiculous that I kind of lose like the comedy aspect of it, and it's just weird for me. Okay, the cheap production was likely on purpose and made to emulate a horribly produced reality show. And in some ways it's kind of funny, but in other ways it's just weird, and it just kind of adds to the just chaotic vibe of this series. Like when you get a couple of notable names like Tom Sizemore and Janice Dickinson, you would think this would be a high quality, but it's mid at best. There are some scenes that kind of made me smile a little bit, and there's a couple that I actually did laugh at. But mostly I was kind of just stuck in awe of like how weird this series is. It really is. So those are my random thoughts about Barbee Rehab. Let me just get to the verdict. For main audience members that like dark comedies, or for a casual viewer, I'm gonna say watch one episode. This is either a love or hate it type of project. There's no in between. It's not trying to sugarcoat and cater to the masses. Either you like the take on Hollywood, obsession, fake personalities, etc., or you don't. But it's a spectacle enough to go ahead and actually warrant 25 minutes of your time. Now, I would actually suggest watching episode 2 if you're only going to watch one episode, because that's the funniest of the two, and that may prompt you on if you want to watch more or not. So again, for main target audience members and casual viewers, watch one episode. And that's what I have for Barbee Rehab on Tubi. Check it out.
Okay, great group. You guys are a really fucking fun group. I want to go. I want to say a prayer. You, okay? Amen.
Well, I'm a liar, I'm a loser.
Hey, you stayed for this entire review. I appreciate you. I really do. Do me a favor. Click like if you liked anything about this bad boy. Really, if you like it or not, why don't you go and actually subscribe to the channel or watch one of my other reviews here to see maybe you want to go ahead and actually stick around. But until the next review, I'll holler at you. Take care of yourself.